This young lady is a brand new client. The few calls that we have made, she seems to be kind of high-strung. No offense, Patricia. She's really upset when we don't get through to anyone, but I have to say that's part of this. Everyone in today's universe is scared to death that they're going to be sold something, as if your debit card is just stuck to your five-head when the phone rings. I don't understand it. Let's see if we can't get through to someone today.
Yes, hello. Yes, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking to rent some space, and why'd you hang up on me?
No, I didn't hang up on you, sir. I think we got disconnected. I was
okay.
trying to get to...
My name's Danny.
So how can I help you? Hey, Danny. So we have a broker there. I can give you his number,
Shoot,
okay?
go.
Okay, hold on.
And what is this gentleman's name, please?
Eric.
Excellent. Marie, what is your capacity here? Because someone at the manager had said I could talk to you about leasing some space.
Okay, I'm in a seminar, okay, and I need to get there. I need to grab lunch and go to a lecture, okay? Is there any way that you can call me tomorrow?
There's many ways I could do that, certainly.
Afraid I was going to leave without giving you a goodbye kiss?
I just assumed he's a Wookiee.
I can arrange that. You could use a good kiss!
My quick question is this, since we're talking already, there's a laundromat. So is that your family that owns that laundry? Do you work for the landlord? What's your capacity?
I work for the landlord, sir.
Okay. And they operate the laundromat, correct?
Correct.
They run the laundromat and own all of the facilities. Okay.
And on the shopping center, yes.
My interest, and I can tell you, I won't have to speak to Eric at all.
Yeah.
I'm interested in leasing the laundromat space if and when the time comes, and I understand they have more than one store. I own 36 laundromats in the tri-state area, and I'm looking to build on that. And we go into these stores, do some laundry, and this is a nice store. It's not horrible, but the equipment's kind of old. And I don't know if they want to run it. If they want to continue to run it this way, great. You know, it's their business, their building. If they're looking for a lease, I'm looking to do a long-term, 15 or 20 years, and renew it. You know, I put new equipment in. I'm not a seller. I don't want to flip the store. I'm not a distributor. I don't sell equipment.
I understand. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? Forget about Eric. I thought you were talking about my
about
office
Eric.
building.
You have your moments. Not many of them, but you do have them.
I'm sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
Okay, let me explain to you a little bit.
Please.
This family owns the laundry room, the laundromat. They also they have other laundromats.
How many other stores do they have? How many other laundromats?
I don't know that because this is the only building that I manage for them.
Got it. Okay.
They own the whole building. So the building, it could, I don't know if you're interested to buy the building, but maybe they are interested in your offer, you know?
Yeah, I would. I'm always building the real estate empire. I wouldn't be interested in buying any of the business rights. Do they own any other businesses and operate them in this strip mall or just the laundry?
Just the laundry.
Okay.
And the whole building. And they lease to others the building.
And I normally sign first right of refusal on my leases so that if and when they do, I mean, real estate's a little rough right now, but I'm looking to operate more stores. And you know what, Marie, you can go to them and tell them, hey, if they're making 30 grand a month and allocating rent to themselves, they should keep it. But if it's time where the work gets more difficult than the operating cash, then obviously it makes sense to lease it out. Or maybe even the other stores. I know about one other store that they have, but I heard you don't manage that. Let's do this. What's your email address? I'll send you an email. You can talk to them and see what the scenario is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shoot. Go ahead.
Okay, my email is Maria.
Okay, I'll send you an email, and
perfect.
If and when you find anything out, this is my cell phone number. You can call, text, send a carrier pigeon, or send me an email back. I'll CC my partner, Patricia.
Oh, well, we'll do.
All right, God bless.
We'll do. We'll do. Okay, you too.
Okay. You are.
That was great.
constantly hemming and hawing and, oh my God, we can't get any money. But when we do get somebody on the phone, you have to be very calm, cool, collected, get the information. First she said, go call the broker. I get the broker's number. I want to spell his name. Now I'm not about to give up on talking to her, right? But the first thing I do, if you noticed, I'm just laying this out for you, I get the full information from her. How do you spell his name? I don't want his email address. I don't email anybody until I talk to them. And then I say, by the way, this is the address I'm interested in. And you heard, she said, oh, I thought you were talking about the other, what'd she say? Office complex. Because she's thinking about empty space when I call, right? Oh, I'm sorry, that is my space. So you talk to me. Perfect. Now I've got the broker, I've got his number, but I'm not gonna give up and just hang up and think that he's the right guy. I won't do that to you. I wouldn't do that for my own deal. But I'm gonna get all the information first. And then we reel her in, we tell her what we're doing. She says, hey, maybe. But the fact that she said, now you tell me what you think, because I have another thought. What do you think about the call?
Okay, I think that she was trying to rush us off at first. But then you ask the question, and then it seems like there's an opportunity there. She doesn't have any connection to the money, so she shouldn't really care who leases it or not. She probably isn't.
All right, now you're
really
going off on a
connected to-
tangent about what kind of underwear she wears. She said she was at a conference, she's got to have lunch, she's doing a bunch of stuff, she's got a meeting. I believe all of that, but she answered the phone and then hung up and then called me back when she realized when I left the voicemail that I'm not a salesman. So now, she said, Mayafano, she said, when she answered her phone, she was very professional, but I couldn't understand her. Anyway, all that being said, the fact that she said, do you want to buy the building is very telling. That means that she knows that this landlord and this family is no longer in love with this project. That's the only light at the end of the tunnel. She knows that they would like to sell the building. And so we come back. I'm always going to be open to buying property. You're open to buying property, but only after leasing it, because you don't want to get involved in buying some strip mall with a laundromat in it. And you know the rule of thumb, if they want to sell the strip mall for $5 million and the bank appraises it at $4,900,000, then we offer 4.9. We don't offer 5.1 because you're getting a laundromat. No, that's not free, whatever the case may be. But I would say, do not get involved in a real estate deal just because there's a laundromat here. We don't do that. And I did remember the questions that I asked. And you don't need to write down what I say. You need to write down what she says. She doesn't know how many laundries they operate because she only handles this. It's a big family. We could get a little further. Do you know where the other store is?
Yes, I have the address and a picture.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's a different individual.
It looks terrible.
Okay.
And that's actually where I got the number from, the other store.
And she probably does not know much about what they're doing or what they're earning. But when I said the equipment is very aged, she said, yes. She knows that. So who knows, in their little Monday meetings, they might be saying, I gotta do something about this friggin' laundromat. They might make $10,000 a month net, but the work they do to make that money probably doesn't make sense to someone. And they probably got this laundromat for free. That's what happens.
Like when they purchased the entire strip, they got it.
Or typical laundromat landlords, they get the laundromat because the previous operator loses the store. And it only makes sense for them because they're not allocating any rent. I should say they're not paying rent. They might be allocating it, which means it's just on paper. All right, I'm scrolling down. I will send that email as soon as we hang me up.
I think that was a good call.
Oh my God, so good. Yeah, it's nice to talk to somebody. I agree. That's the endorphin rush you get when Danny's on your side.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.